the art of responding, not reacting. What if I told you the difference between a ruined relationship and a stronger connection could be just one breath? It's not magic, it's a skill, the art of responding. Join me as we demystify the subtle but powerful shifts that can completely change how you navigate disagreements, build trust, and truly connect with others, starting today. Introduction. Every day, we face countless conversations, some light and easy, others charged with emotion. In those moments, what we say or don't say can either build bridges or burn them. The truth is, most of us are not taught how to respond. We are conditioned to react. And that single difference shapes everything about the quality of our relationships, both personal and professional. So in this session, we'll explore the art of responding instead of reacting. We'll break it down into 5 key areas: the reactivity trap, the power of the pause, dissecting the response, practical response toolkit, cultivating intentional communication. By the end, you'll walk away with not just insight, but real strategies you can use the very next time emotions run high. And the reactivity trap. Let's begin with what usually goes wrong: reactivity. Reactivity is that immediate emotional impulse, the sharp retort, the defensive comeback, the angry tone. It feels automatic because in many ways it is. Our brains are wired for survival, and when we feel attacked, even in conversation, our nervous system kicks into fight or flight. Think about it. A friend criticizes you, a colleague questions your work, or a partner raises their voice. Before you even think, your body reacts. Heart rate spikes, muscles tense, your brain screams, "Defend yourself," and often words come out that you later wish you could take back. We've all seen how this plays out. A small disagreement escalates into a full-blown argument. A misunderstanding at work turns into tension that lasts weeks. A single reactive moment can undo months of trust. That's the trap. When we react on impulse, we let emotions dictate our behavior instead of consciously choosing our response. The power of the pause. Now here's the secret weapon, the pause. Between stimulus and response, there is a moment. That tiny space is where power lives. Instead of lashing out, we can stop, just for a breath, and make a different choice. Breathing is your first tool. Slow, deep breaths send signals to the brain that you are safe. It calms the nervous system and buys you a few crucial seconds. In those seconds, you can reframe the situation. Is this really an attack, or is it frustration being misdirected? That pause is not weakness, it's strength. Because when you pause, you don't just avoid escalation, you gain clarity. You give yourself the space to respond in a way that actually moves the conversation forward. Imagine 2 people arguing, both firing words like arrows. Now imagine one person taking a deep breath, lowering their tone, and responding calmly. The energy in the entire conversation shifts. That's the power of the pause. Dissecting the response. So once you've paused, how do you actually respond? First, understand that empathy is not the same as agreement. You can acknowledge someone's feelings without endorsing their perspective. For example, I hear that you're frustrated. That must feel heavy. That's empathy. It shows care, but it doesn't mean you agree. Next, craft questions that encourage understanding rather than confrontation. Instead of, "Why are you always upset with me?" you might ask, "What would help you feel more supported right now?" Questions like these open doors rather than close them. And here's a crucial skill: acknowledging without validating harmful statements. If someone says something offensive, you don't have to nod along. You can respond with, "I see that's how you feel, but I view it differently." Calm, clear, and boundary setting. Dissecting the response is about intention, choosing words that connect, clarify, and keep dignity intact, even when you disagree. Next, practical response toolkit. Now let's get really practical. Here are 3 powerful tools you can start using today. The feel, felt, found method. This classic technique is especially useful in difficult conversations. I understand how you feel. Others have felt the same way. But what they found is, it validates emotion, normalizes the experience, and then gently offers a perspective shift. Using I statements. Instead of blaming with, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when I don't get to finish my point." I statements express needs without triggering defensiveness. Active listening and nonverbal cues. Responding isn't just about words. Eye contact, nodding, open body language, all of these signal presence and respect. Sometimes the best response is silent listening paired with attentive body language. These tools transform not just what you say, but how others receive it. Cultivating intentional communication. Finally, let's talk about long-term growth. Responding instead of reacting isn't a one-time trick. It's a practice. Start with self-reflection. Ask yourself, when do I tend to react most? What triggers me? Awareness is the first step toward mastery. Then practice in low-stakes situations. Don't wait for the next big fight to test these tools. Practice pausing during small annoyances, like when someone cuts you off in traffic or when a sibling teases you. These reps build muscle memory for when it really matters. And remember the ripple effect. One thoughtful response can completely transform a relationship. When you respond with intention, you model calmness for others. Over time, that energy multiplies, creating healthier, stronger, more connected relationships. So let's circle back. The art of responding, not reacting, isn't about being passive or suppressing emotions. It's about reclaiming choice. It's about recognizing that in every heated moment, you hold a hidden power. The power to pause, to breathe, to choose empathy over ego. One breath can save a conversation. One pause can save a relationship. And one intentional response can change the way people trust and connect with you. So next time you feel the urge to snap back, remember, you don't have to react. You can respond. And that choice might just be the breath that changes everything.